This video covers how to post regularly scheduled events, such as club meetings, on the Bluebard website and have them included in the weekly email roundup of events. So I'm going to go here to login. I'm actually going to log in as a test user account. If you haven't established a password, there are instructions on the website about how to get that set up. Essentially, you first need to sign up for the email list. Now, when I come to this main dashboard, there's the button right up top that says Post an Event, which is where I would go if I was posting a special event. But for my templates, so my templates are where I've set up that I have a regular event. My club meets every Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month at such and such a time, such and such a place. I have the boilerplate details laid out in the template. So I can stamp out a whole bunch of different events based on that template. I compare the difference between the template and the event to the cookie and the cookie cutter. So you want to eat the cookies, you do not want to eat the cookie cutter. So don't put specific details such as the names of speakers in your template, put them in the individual events. But by having them organized that way, it allows us to track them together. So this shows that actually in this user has a previous event he's published that we can go in and edit. And we have the template for the very best Democratic Club. And under here, I'm invited to go in and add an individual event or create and update multiple events. And if there was one that I'd done previously, I would have the opportunity to update that. But let's first of all go back and we're going to edit the template. So we can click here to edit the template. And I'm going to explain what we're seeing on the screen a little bit more in a minute. But if I went back to this main dashboard screen, we'll see that down here under Add Event, Create Update, we have this option to edit the template as well. So if I go to Edit Template, and one of the things I'm going to see here is that this actually has this marker here that basically says that this club, we've been posting their events. We know that they regularly meet on such and such a date and time, but they haven't been specifically updating their events on the website. So if I'm coming in here and I'm going to start actively managing my events, I can go ahead and delete that. And then I can go in and edit any of this material. If I wanted to create a link on anything in here, so we have club website. Okay, of course I'm making this all up. If I want to format things, I can mark things bold or italic, or the chain link allows me to add a link. So I'll add so if we update the template, let's see, over here is where we can see that its template is not a document for an individual date. It's first Monday at 7 p.m. This is set up for. When I update this, I'm going to get a notice up top saying that this has been updated. And it says that I should either create a new event based on the template or I can create and update events. So add new is to add one, create update is to add a whole batch of events. And you might find that it's convenient to post your event several months in advance. You can always go back later and add details such as speakers as the event date comes closer. So let me show you those two paths. New event based on the template. Well, it's going to project out. We said we met first Monday, and the first Monday in May is May 6th, 7 p.m. So it has some of this boilerplate information already included. If I say save changes, it's going to take us into the editor, and some of this information is already filled in. And then maybe I want to add up top. So whatever, we can add details there, and if we had this person's photo, we could add that as well. So we can click the little plus sign, allows you to insert. I can choose image. Sometimes these might not show up right away. So if I wanted to search, I could search, and I can find my image and upload something from my machine. And I actually don't have this guy's picture, but we can upload another image in here, if it doesn't entirely make sense. Or sometimes particularly for special events, you might want to attach, say, a PDF flyer. You can do that by choosing File, and again, it's Upload. See, we actually do have a PDF here handy that we can load into our form, and we'll just change that to flyer as the label, and I can publish all this, and we will now be able to go out and see this on the website with that specific date. Also, if we go to the calendar page, that will be listed. If I'm in the specific event, I'll actually see a link that says edit. So I may spot a typo or something, or some information changed. Maybe our guest speaker can't actually make it, and we're going to do something else at the beginning of the meeting. So we can go back and edit this at any time using the same login. Or we can go back to our dashboard, and on the dashboard we'll also see under your event posts this one that we just created. Also under here we'll see the next event visible is the one that we just posted, so we could click there to go back and edit it. But let me also show you this create update function where you can create or post multiple events. So sometimes things happen where you may want to update things that you've posted previously, particularly if you just put out the boilerplate information and now your location has changed. If you had a bunch of events previously posted, you could update them all as a batch. Now in this case, because we posted speaker details, I might rather go back and edit that one individually. But for the sake of argument, we're going to update that, and we're also going to post a bunch of additional events for the coming year. Now I might look at this one and say maybe that's too close to July 4th, and maybe we're not actually going to meet that month because it's the summer anyways and things are slow. So if there's some that you don't want to post, you can just uncheck them. But I'm using this check all button to make it easier to check a bunch at once. And we'll say add update from template. And this comes back with confirmation messages for each of those actions. So we can see the one that we updated and the ones that we just posted, and next to them, each of them is an option to edit or view. Down here, we also have options to edit. We have options to move to the trash. So you're deleting it from the website, from being actively visible on the website. It's not gone forever if you made a mistake. It's possible to get things back from the trash bucket. But these are all options to either view or edit the events that I've previously posted. And once again, there's still the option to, if I went back and edited it again, I would come back to this screen and I could check up all and update them all as a batch. But typically what you would be doing is coming in maybe and editing. So this is the one that we posted a few minutes ago. Now we just overrode all our changes. So all that stuff we put in about the special speaker is gone because we overrode it. But now our meeting location is updated. And once again, now when we go back to the dashboard, we'll see that there are a bunch more events listed under your event post. These are the things that you personally have access to. There is another option that allows you to share your templates. So if I had multiple, there would be multiple listed here, but for me, I just have the one. This persona just has the one. But if you wanted to share access with this to the other me, you can just put in my email and save that, and it will add me. Now, of course, I already have an account on the system, but if I put in the address of somebody else who doesn't already have an account on the system, they would get a password assigned to them. They would need to come to the site and click set or reset my password and go through a little routine to get themselves established. But you can invite other people in. The point of all of this is to make sure you, as club organizers, have the opportunity to attract the best possible crowd to your next meeting.